Point North, we are tied at 8. Powell to serve. Point North, Powell to serve. Gracie Dubé with the kill for the North. Timeout on the court. Powell to serve to restart. Dubé! Point North. Powell to serve. Point for the South. Haley Anderson to serve. Point North, Dubé redirected that at the net. Thornton checks in for the North. Austin to serve. Janae Tiger at the net, assist Critchfield. Liana Tiger checks back in. Katie Banks to serve. Point North. Rhodes back in for Banks on the North. Ashley Steffen checks in. Excuse me, that was for the South. Steffen checks in for the North. Lee to serve. Point South. North of the net. Ashlyn Titzer checks in. Critchfield has to serve. Point North. Gracie Dubé to serve. Set point. Point South. Great hustle, Taylor. Janae Teichert to serve. Still set point. Powell at the net, and the North takes the fifth set, 15-12. Scores of your match.
Back at the Sweet Erickson for another year, the best of Wyoming converge in Casper for one frenzy of all-star action. Senior athletes from all corners of Wyoming come together to form North versus South. The 2019 Wyoming Coaches Foundation All-Star Weekend is live on mylocalradio.com for a fourth consecutive season. For the North,
Kinley Erickson of Tinsley,
Carly Flanagan of Riverton,
Abby Gear and Madison Miller of Thunder Basin,
Alexis Volker of Newcastle,
Kendall Siemens of Wright,
Sydney Schmidt and Alyssa Hutton of Bighorn,
Kendall Wright of Grable,
and Kaylin O'Neill of Du Bois.
For the South,
Abby Erickson of Cheyenne East,
Noelle Peterson of Encampment,
Charity Harmon of Mountain View,
Alexandria Trosper of Wyoming Indian,
McKinley Bradshaw and Olivia Smith of Lyman,
Cammie Ragsdale of Pine Bluffs,
Jennifer Odland of Laramie.
Ellie Schmidt of Southeast,
and Miranda Wagner of Rawlins.
Live and online exclusively on mylocalradio.com. Let's head courtside for pregame coverage.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Sweet Erickson Thunderbird Gymnasium on the campus of Casper College in Casper, Wyoming, the Oil City. Ryan Steinekert here as the girls basketball game gets set to get started. It's scheduled to start at 3 o'clock. The volleyball game just came to a close, and what a match it was. The South won 3-1, and then the North took the fifth set. Took two sets, the third and the fifth, but the South won the match officially 3-1. Welcome to the Come On In of Casper pregame show. The Come On In is the best place to stay in Casper. I've got two boys, my wife here with me, and I tell you what, we have not stayed at a better hotel probably anywhere. The pools are fantastic. We love the hot tubs, the private little balcony. The rooms are comfortable and roomy. It is a fantastic place to stay. That's the Come On In of Casper, a traveler's paradise. You can visit comeonin.com or give them a call for a reservation today, 307-472-6300. That's 307-472-6300. And the Come On In. Sponsoring our pregame show, we move right along in our coverage of the Wyoming Coaches Association All-Star Weekend. Again, the volleyball match just concluded. The South won 3-1. It's the girls and the girls from the North and the girls from the South coming up. And we'll hear first from the North head coach. Jake Hibbert has been here all week. Jake, previously the play-by-play voice of the Evanston Red Devils, and he had a chance to catch up with both coaches earlier this week. We start with the North.
I got Max Mills for the North girls basketball program for this week, the Wyoming Coaches Foundation All-Star Coach. What's it mean? Let's start off there. What's it mean to be selected and be able to coach this group of girls this week?
It's a great honor. You're voted in by your peers. Basically meaning that, held in high enough esteem that everybody feels like this was a good position for me. It was definitely an honor. I was surprised when I got the news that I was voted in, and really excited, really happy to get to spend the time with this group of girls.
I spent a season with Evanston group of girls calling their games, and they were a team that finished right around 500, just above 500, just missed out on the opportunity at state. You coached a team that ended up below 500 on the season but was able to get a berth into state. So in some of those seasons where, it's a struggle to get wins here and there, but you end up getting that berth into state, what's it mean, and how is that? Does it kind of make everything else kind of forgotten when you punch your ticket?
It really does. And a lot of that comes down to your non-conference schedule as to where you finish on the season and what your focus is. We had a young team starting out the year. We had graduated a lot of seniors a year before, and so we were starting with a lot of fresh new talent, and it took them a little bit to all come together and really play their best basketball, and that happened to be at the regional tournament. And the way regionals is set up, you get those 2 wins before you lose 2, and you get to go to the big Pizza Hut on the hill.
I'm going to talk to you a little bit about your experience in Shoshone as a teacher, an athletics director, and a coach as well. First, with the AD and coach hat. What's that like trying to balance those two, especially mid-season in a winter girls basketball year?
It is. It's a lot of work. I spend a lot of hours, trying to make sure I've got all of those aspects taken care of, both from the AD side and then also, taking care of my girls as I'm coaching. I've got a lot of really good help over the course of the season. My wife is the principal now. She jumps in and helps a lot. Our superintendent steps in and helps a lot, and we've got a huge list of staff members that are willing to come, run the clock and do the scorebook for games and help out with hospitality rooms, and really it helps to take a lot of that load off my shoulders while I am in the middle of those seasons.
I've driven through Shoshone, and this is getting me a pretty good picture of it. This is a true small town environment.
It really is. We've got a brand new school building that is just incredible. It really is the center and the focus of the community, and we have a lot of people willing to jump in and help out with everything from chain gang at football games to line judge at volleyball games and getting track meets going. So it's really been a cool experience being in Shoshone.
Teacher of the Year in 2014, is that right? History
Teacher of the Year, yes.
Oh, that's kind of cool. How did that happen?
The Gilder Lehrman Institute of American History does a state teacher of the year in each of the states, and it just so happened that my principal at the time nominated me, and the lesson plans that I had turned in and the interview that I did was impressive enough to the judges that they selected me as that teacher of the year that year. That was another surprising, really cool honor.
You told me your background was a major in biology, a minor in history, and then you got your master's in integrated technology. So at Shoshone, as well as being the AD and the coach, you also teach history class, a social studies class, science, you said, classes, biology, and then some broadcasting as well.
I do.
Give me a little taste of what your broadcasting classes are like.
So when we got the new building, we got a grant for about $100,000 worth of cameras and TriCasters and video editing equipment. And so this was the first year that we've actually used it. We finally had that perfect storm where I had 2 free class periods, and we needed to give kids a place to go and give them something new to look at, and that's what it turned into. And I got a lot of help from Central Wyoming College, and also from K2 News. Actually was another guy that came in and helped us out a lot, that kind of taught me a lot of what I needed to help to teach the students. And basically what we did is worked on how to make a beautiful shot, and did some interview type things, and just how to care and use that equipment. It was a lot of fun.
Max Mills is the North girls basketball coach for these Wyoming Coaches Foundation basketball games happening. Good luck, and then going forward to your fall season, because you are the AD, so you start in the fall and you're teaching as well, and then on to the winter as well as a coach. Good luck, Max.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's Jake Hibbert. Thank you so much. And Max Mills coaching the North today. Drove through Shoshone this week. Nice place with Boysen State Park and the beautiful Wyoming desert. It's the Come On In of Casper pregame show, comeonin.com. It's a unique lodging experience. Indoor courtyard, 5 hot tubs, an indoor pool. They've got waterfalls and exotic fish. I think my kids are back there right now feeding the fish. They do that twice a day. They let the kids get involved with that as well. It's a traveler's paradise, the Come On In of Casper. Stay tuned. We've got the Jeff Piper of Farmers Insurance of Evanston rosters and starting lineups, and the Cache Valley Visitors Bureau. Where are they headed coming up? We'll talk with the South head coach, Katie Klein, as well when we return here on My Local Radio's presentation of WCA All-Star Weekend. The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Back on the Come On In of Casper pregame show. Come On In of Casper has complimentary extended continental breakfast. They've got hot food and lots of choices, jacuzzis and fireplace suites, plus a fitness center and meeting rooms for your next event or conference. It's a beautiful setting, the Come On In of Casper. Continuing on in our pregame show, again, I'm Ryan Steinekert. The volleyball match, the South won 3-1. South took the first 2 sets in dominant fashion, 25-20, 25-12, and then the North dominated set 3, 25-14. South bounced back in the tightest set of the day, set 4, 29-27. South came from behind to win. North took the 5th set, but the South won the match 3-1. We're under 10 minutes until tip-off in this girls basketball game, North versus South. We heard from North coach Max Mills. Let's move right along and hear from the South head coach.
I have Katie Klein, head coach for the South Girls All-Star team, here with me. You have just gotten to know some of these girls, trying to figure it out all yourself. For you, when did this All-Star experience start for you? When did you find out that you had been selected as the coach?
Right. I was thrilled to find out just about middle of June, I guess it was officially announced, and really excited because I knew I would, for one, get an opportunity to coach Miranda again, but I just knew, just looking at the roster, that it was going to be just a really fun team to coach, so I feel very blessed to have the opportunity.
What's it like coaching Miranda?
She's just a sweet kid. I truly believe that she puts everybody in front of herself. She's a great student athlete and just kind-hearted. She loves everybody around her and makes everyone better.
For your basketball team this year, I know it didn't end out exactly how you wanted it to, but run me through a little bit of it. How did it go?
I think at the very beginning it was a little bit of a rough patch. We played some really good competition, at the Flaming Gorge, and I think it really showed us what we need to work on. And then we went on a nice run, won a bunch of games January and February, and had a great regional tournament. We ended up second and lost to Douglas in that one, and just came up, 3 points short at state tournament. And sometimes that's how things go. But just a really fun season. I had a great group of kids, and moved quite a few seniors on, which was sad to see them leave. But overall, just a really great season and one I'll remember for a long time.
You have another athlete who was just competing in the volleyball match, wasn't it, Olivia Pacheco?
Right, yeah. She was nominated for both teams, and she had already kind of committed to the volleyball scene, which was great. And she's going on to play basketball, so I think it's good that she's given her volleyball, this kind of be like her sending off, which is a good thing for her too. So.
What is because every coach takes it a little bit differently. You got 3 days to put them together. What is your game plan and philosophy for how to approach these days?
Today we were really just trying to figure out skill-wise where we're at, shape, and, how in shape we are too, which is always tough coming into July. So, today is more about kind of learning about our team and letting them kind of have some fun and get to know each other. And then we kind of just build off what we learn today. And, the practices are fast and furious, and I think it's pretty important to kind of get your game plan in so the kids feel confident coming in on Saturday.
How much are you going to actually try to install? Maybe 2 or 3 plays, and then the rest is going to be off feel?
Well, yeah, I think the kids are so athletic. You can already tell they have a really big basketball IQ. So I truly believe we can give them some free rein, and which will be fun for them and fun for me too. And add in a few quick hitters, but don't want to overload their brains too much because it just gets to be, I think, too much come Saturday to remember all that. So.
Coach Katie Klein, normally with Rollins this week, it's the South team. So the South girls basketball head coach, good luck. Have some fun out there.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Jake. Thanks, Coach Klein. Good luck to the girls from the South and the North. Game time in about 6.5 minutes. We've got your rosters and starting lineups brought to you by Jeff Piper, Farmers Insurance of Evanston, Wyoming, and the Where Are You Headed, presented by Cache Valley Visitors Bureau, when we return on this pregame show presented by the Come On In of Casper, Wyoming. As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live. The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper. Welcome back to the pregame show presented by the Come On In of Casper. Ryan Steinekert here, and it's time for the Cache Valley Visitors Bureau. Where are you headed? Cache Valley Visitors Bureau in Logan, Utah. Download the brochure today at explorologan.com. That's explorologan.com, and find out more about some of the best fishing recreation in the Mountain West. From Logan River to Tony Grove Lake, the Cache Valley is a fisherman's paradise. You can visit and learn more. ExploreLogan.com. They've got great hikes, shorter lift lines than just about anywhere at Beaver Mountain Ski Resort, just north up Logan Canyon from Logan. And you can book your Cache Valley Getaway package today. Visit ExploreLogan.com. Let's look at the Where Are You Headed map, brought to you by the Cache Valley Visitors Bureau in Logan, Utah. And let's start at about 12 o'clock. We see Madison Miller, Alexandria Trosper, both moving on to play basketball. Miller from 4A Thunder Basin and Trosper of 2A Wyoming Indian will both head on to play for the Sheridan College Generals. Moving to our right, Jennifer Odland from Laramie. 4A Laramie is going on to Augustana University, play for the Vikings in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. She'll also play basketball. Then a jog up to the northeast, Miranda Wagner of 3A Rollins going on to play at Northland College. And she'll be a Lumberjill. They go by Lumberjacks and Lumberjills. And for, of course, Miranda, she'll be a Lumberjill in South Dakota, or in Ashland, Wisconsin, rather. Moving to the south, and Abby Gear, the 4A Thunder Basin standout from last year, will play at Dordt University as a defender in Sioux Center, Iowa. Moving to just to the left, and you see Lexus Volker there. And she'll move on and play and compete in track and field. Volker, a 3A Newcastle Dogie, will compete in track and field at Dakota Wesleyan as a Tiger in Mitchell, South Dakota. Then moving to your left, Cammie Ragsdale. She's not going far from home. She's a 2A Pine Bluffs graduate and will play in Casper College here for the Thunderbirds in Casper. And you see McKinley Bradshaw. You may have heard about her this season. She's been a standout for the Lyman Eagles the last few seasons, and she will play at the University of Wyoming, a scholarship athlete for the Cowboys in Laramie. To your left, there's Carly Flanagan, and she's not leaving Riverton. Played for the Wolverines the last couple of seasons, or last 4, I guess, as a high school student. And she'll stay in Riverton to play for the Rustlers in Central Wyoming Community College in Riverton. But she'll play soccer, maybe play some basketball, but on the soccer team at Central Wyoming Community College. And we wrap it up with Kendall Wright at about, 10 o'clock on your clock there, the top left, as Kendall Wright from 2A Grable will play at Northwest College in Powell. She'll be a trapper and play some b-ball. So a handful of players going to play basketball, a soccer player, a track and field athlete. That's where they are headed. Brought to you by Cache Valley Visitors Bureau in Logan, Utah. Find shorter lift lines and less burden on your pocketbook at the Beaver Mountain Ski Resort at Logan Canyon in Utah. Visit ExploreLogan.com to learn more.
Where they are headed has been brought to you by the Cache Valley Visitors Bureau in Logan, Cache Valley, Utah. Wishing all of today's student athletes good luck in their future endeavors. And reminding all of you that when you're ready to head somewhere for a getaway, explore Logan, Cache Valley, Utah. We've got it all, and so can you. Learn more by logging on to ExploreLogan.com. That's ExploreLogan.com. Where they are headed has been brought to you by the Cache Valley Visitors Bureau in Logan, Cache Valley, Utah. Wishing all of today's student athletes good luck in their future endeavors. And reminding all of you that when you're ready to head somewhere for a getaway, explore Logan, Cache Valley, Utah. We've got it all, and so can you. Learn more by logging on to explorelogan.com. That's explorelogan.com.
Back at the Sweet Erickson Thunderbird Gymnasium, just about to get underway in this North versus South girls basketball broadcast and game at Casper College. And looking ahead at today's all-star rosters, brought to you by Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance. Jeff Piper at 341 Front Street in Evanston has home, auto, life, and more. They're here to help you complete your insurance picture. Today's games brought to you by Jeff Piper. Whether it's home, life, auto, business, RV, or side-by-side and sled insurance, Jeff Piper in Evanston is your best bet to deliver on the protection you need. Give him a call at 789-5489. That's 307-789-5489. Or if you're in the area, stop in and see him at 341 Front Street in Evanston, Wyoming. Jeff Piper and Farmers Insurance. Looking at today's rosters, and we start with the North. And numerically, we go from top to bottom. Kendall Wright, number 11 from Grable. Number 13 is Sydney Schmidt of Bighorn. 15 is Abby Gear of Thunder Basin. 21, Kaylin O'Neill of Du Bois. Bighorn's number 23, Allison Hutton. Number 25 is Newcastle's Lexus Volker. 31, Thunder Basin's Madison Miller. Number 35 is Kendall Siemens of Wright. Number 41, 10 Sleeps, Kinley Erickson. And from Riverton, number 43, Carly Flanagan. Again, these rosters are brought to you by Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance, helping customers identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs. That's Jeff Piper Farmers Insurance at 341 Front Street in Evanston. Switching to the South roster, the South All-Stars include number 10, Mountain View's Charity Harmon. From Rollins, number 12, Miranda Wagner. From Southeast, number 14, Ellie Schmidt. From Wyoming Indian, number 20, Alexandria Trosper. This year's Miss Wyoming Basketball 2019 and 2A Southwest Wyoming Player of the Year. That's Alexandria Trosper. From Cheyenne East, number 22, Abby Erickson. From Pine Bluffs, 24, Cami Ragsdale. Number 30 is Lyman's McKinley Bradshaw. 32 is Encampment's Noelle Peterson. Number 34 is Laramie's Jennifer Odland. And number 40 is Lyman's Olivia Smith. Olivia Smith and McKinley Bradshaw, teammates in high school for the Lyman Eagles. Understand that their parents, their moms, both McKinley Bradshaw and Olivia Smith's moms played years ago, we'll say a few years ago, here at this Wyoming Coaches Association All-Star Game. They were teammates in this same game just a few years ago. And now daughters McKinley and McKinley Bradshaw, Olivia Smith, teammates for the South squad in the 2019 ball game. That's your South squad, brought to you by Jeff Piper and Farmers Insurance at 341 Front Street in Evanston. Home, auto, life, and more. Jeff Piper is here to help you complete your insurance policy and make sure to identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs. Now, whether you have, you're comfortable with the insurance provider that you have and have maybe had for many years, it's always a good idea just to check rates, look around a little bit, check in with a different insurance provider and see what might be different, might be better, might be less expensive. And great opportunity, or great individual to do that with is Jeff Piper, Farmers Insurance in Evanston, bringing you today's all-star rosters. Let's move to our live screen camera. You've been tuned in to the pregame show brought to you by the Come On In of Casper. Come On In is the best place to stay in Casper. You can visit comeonin.com. It really is a traveler's paradise. It's got a beautiful indoor courtyard, 5 hot tubs, a nice big indoor pool with a kids pool as well. The water in the pool is the perfect temperature. The hot tubs are fantastic. They've got a great full breakfast and much, much more. That's the Come On In of Casper. Just a great place to stay. I'm staying there with my kids and wife, and we couldn't be happier. It might be the best accommodations we've ever had as a family in our in hotels that we've stayed at, traveling around the state, broadcasting games here and there and everywhere. And the Come On In of Casper, the best place that we've stayed. That's comeonin.com. Well, the volleyball match was a barn burner, especially sets 4 and 5. Set 4, South took 29-27. The North bounced back for a set 5 win, 15-12. South won the match officially 3-1. They took the first 2, lost the third, won the fourth. Overall, it was 3 games to 2. Should let you know the South, which you can see out on the floor now. There's the North coming out from the left side. North is in the brown today, and the South is in gold. You can also look, the South all even numbers, the North all odd numbers. We're just about to get underway. Here from Casper's Sweet Erickson Thunderbird Gymnasium. Our pregame has been brought to you by the Come On In of Casper. For the jump, for the tip, it's McKinley Bradshaw of the South and Madison Miller of the North. South wins it, attacking right to left at mylocalradio.com. Bradshaw slices through the lane, a little strong on the layup, gets her own rebound, misses that one, gets another offensive board, one dribble, back up and in, as McKinley Bradshaw, padding her stats a little bit, has 2 rebounds and 2 points. Up ahead on the right side, Allison Hutton kicks it out to the right wing. That's Kendall Wright. If you're tuned in online at mylocalradio.com, please be aware we're also broadcasting the game on KNYN 99.1 FM, the Big Dog in Country, and KADQ FM 98.3, The Wildlife in the Evanston, Wyoming area. A missed shot, a turnover, and then another turnover on a double dribble. And the South has the ball. South in gold. From the baseline, Trosper inbounds, back to Trosper, kick it out, left wing 3, yes, got it to drop. Miranda Wagner, the future college ball player. Missed shot, rebound by Trosper of the South. Wagner headed on to play at Northland College in Ashland, Wisconsin. Has 3 points. The South leads 5-0 on the mylocalradio.com scoreboard. Bradshaw high on the left wing. Working around, down inside. They find Olivia Smith. Turn around, too strong over the top. Offensive rebound pulled in by Abby Erickson. That was Erickson. Pass into the inside, tipped away, and the North takes it back from the South. Ball on the floor, squirts free. Poked away from behind, on the floor again, still working for it in a jump ball. Possession arrow gives it to the North.
Jump ball.
Not surprising here. They've practiced all week, these teams have, but haven't played an organized game of basketball, probably most of them. I mean, at least have not played a high school basketball game since early to mid-March. Driving, slashing up, floating and missing is Kendall Wright, but she earns a trip to the line. The foul, Abby Erickson, and the North has a chance to get on the board in a warm Thunderbird Gymnasium. Erickson with 2 free throws coming. First, swishes through. That puts the North on the board with 8:14 left in this first quarter. Keep in mind, we play 10-minute quarters in these all-star matchups. Wright's second free throw rattles out. McKinley Bradshaw with the rebound, her third of the contest. It's 5-1. Bradshaw kicks it left corner. Back up top, around to the right side. Driving, ball knocked away. Last touch by the North. As Trosper tried to find some room inside. Trosper averaged 13 points a game. Hasn't scored yet in this one, but it's early on. 5-1, South with the lead. Trosper receives the inbound and gives off to Wagner. Miranda directs some traffic, starts the drive, kicks it back out to Trosper, then fired inside to Smith. Olivia, double, triple team, gets the shot off, but can't get the shot to go. Ball on the floor, on the baseline, touched by Abby Erickson of Cheyenne East. And the possession goes to the North, trailing 5-1 on the mylocalradio.com scoreboard. At the top of the key. That's Hutton with it around the top. Hands off to Wright. Back to Hutton. Dribbles down to the corner, stuck there. Nice cut by Kendall Wright with the pass, a little too far out in front. South takes over, working the fast break. Pass is behind Miranda Wagner, out of bounds. The South with its third turnover of this young contest. 7:24 left, first quarter, 5-1, South on top. Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau. Annual event celebrating the harvest of the world-famous Bear Lake raspberries, coming up Raspberry Days in Garden City, August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Visit bearlake.org to learn more. A missed shot from the left corner, South with the rebound. Wagner pushes into the lane, loses the dribble, and the South turns it over for a fourth time. North pushing up ahead. Madison Miller tries to save it, out of bounds. Last touch by the North, or by the South, though. And a line change for the South. North follows suit, and we go at 5 for 5. Charity Harmon, you can see her with that the black sleeves, number 10, black headband. Also in there, Noelle Peterson of Encampment, Ellie Schmidt. We'll get try to get these names all in there. Southeast, Ellie Schmidt. Cammie Ragsdale of Pine Bluffs, out high on the left wing. Kendall Siemens, and they drop it inside, and it's stolen away. Long arms of Jennifer Odland forces the turnover. South up to the top of the key. Odland fires away, in and out, gets her own rebound, can't get the putback to go. Gets her own rebound again, and a whistle called, a foul. Against the South. Maybe just out of bounds on the South. So far, not a lot of fouls called, just one against the leading team. 5-1, South on top. Schmidt to the free throw line, kicks it back outside. Erickson drives right side. Nice drop down pass into Sydney Schmidt for the first field goal of the game for the North. And it's 5-3. Allie Hutton with the basket. I had Sydney Schmidt, but it was Hutton on the basket. Double dribble for the South with 5 turnovers early on here. The South still leads though. 5-3 on the mylocalradio.com scoreboard. Again, 10-minute quarters in our All-Star games today. The boys will follow. Had a good volleyball match earlier today. The South won 5-1. You can check that out on mylocalradio.com. The archive should be up there on our website. Dribbling and driving is O'Neal. She'll kick it back toward the corner, deflected out of bounds. Also invite you to stay tuned for the boys' All-Star game. That's scheduled to start at 5 o'clock. Jake Hibbard and I will be on the call of that one. You can check that out at mylocalradio.com and listen on K9 99.1 and KDQ 98.3 in the Evanston, Wyoming area. Siemens at the top of the key. South in a man-to-man defense. Down right side. O'Neal back outside. Siemens for 3. Can't get that to go. Rebound tipped out, and Cammie Ragsdale tips it to herself. Up across the timeline. Ragsdale dishes off to Odland. Ragsdale directing some traffic. Pine Bluffs graduate dishes off. Noelle Peterson back to Ragsdale for 3. Swish, nothing but net for Cammie Ragsdale. And the South extends its lead back to 5, 8-3. Missed shot by the North on a quick shot. Rebound poked around, and on the floor, jump ball will go to the South. Last year's games, the North won 80-49. The South won the previous year, 75-69. North won a close one, 66-60 in 2016. Can't look at history as being any indication of how today's games will go. Ragsdale follows a screen, spots up, and knocks it down. 10-3. South leads with Ragsdale's 5 points. O'Neal in some traffic and is fouled. The foul charge to Jennifer Odland. Her first personal. Odland from Laramie. Headed on to play at Augustana University in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Some college ball. Down to the right side. Out to the left wing, rather. O'Neal around the top. Picks up the dribble. High pressure D by the South. Harmon defending out high on Siemens. Dribbling to her left, trying to find a lane. Gets it down in the corner. Drive, shot, blocked by Ragsdale, I think, who also came down with the ball. That was Jennifer Odland, actually, on the block. Odland has it right wing to Ragsdale with it. Taking her time. North in a man-to-man defense as well. No, well, we'll see. It does look like a man. Drive, dish, out to the right block. Shot forced up by Noelle Peterson. And the foul will put Peterson on the line. First foul committed by the North today. Sydney Schmidt of Bighorn, the guilty party. Schmidt, part of a state title team for Bighorn in the 2016-17 season. At the line, Noelle Peterson. And Peterson, a state title that same year, 16-17, was on the second team USA Today high school team in Wyoming. Misses the first free throw. Second one, the iron, and straight down through, barely touched the net. A 58% free throw shooter this past season, her senior year. 4 minutes left in the first quarter, and the South leads 11-3. Did they call that one? Yeah, they did give it to her. Shot from the right corner, up, no good. Fight for the rebound, saved into Odland. A dish off across the timeline. Looking inside was Trosper. She couldn't find anybody and is knocked away out of bounds. Some different substitutions here. Kendall Wright checks back in for the North. Wright from Graybull. South inbounds, again deflected away. It was Siemens on the deflection. 11-3, South leads. First quarter action. McKinley Bradshaw checks back into the game. Jen Odland gets a breather. Cammie Ragsdale leads all scorers with 5 points. The South on top at 11-3. Bradshaw looking to throw it in, finds Ragsdale. Dribbles right, back to Bradshaw. She'll fire away from three. Just misses off the front of the iron. Rebound deflected away, knocked off a leg of a North player out of bounds. And the South will have it on the baseline. Erickson checks back into the game from Cheyenne East. Abby has a rebound so far today. South to inbound from down on the end of the North bench. Ragsdale dribbles to the free throw line, loses it, gets it back, some traffic, pokes it away, and the South turns it over for a sixth time. Pushing up court, Miranda Miller. All the way to the hoop, and she's fouled from behind. Bradshaw thought she had a clean block. McKinley averaged 2 blocks per game during the regular season for the Lyman Eagles, but picks up her first personal foul.
2 shots for Miller.
2 free throws for Madison Miller. 77% free throw shooter for Thunder Basin. Last year's 4A state champions in just, their second year playing since the high school opened. And they win the 4A state title on the girls' side, beating Cheyenne East 70-58. Miller missed the first, and second one too strong. Back iron, rebound tipped out and corralled by Abby Erickson with her second rebound of the game. 11-3, South remains on top by 8. Ball out of bounds, and the South another turnover as I believe it was Erickson double teamed and lost possession of the ball. Just over 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Kendall Wright to her right. Kendall averaged 13 points a game. Dishes off, the layup short, offensive rebound, put back no by Sydney Schmidt. But the North still has it. Shot up, blocked, out of bounds. And the North will keep it with 2:46 left in the first. Allison Hutton checks into the game, and Kaylin O'Neill gets a breather from Du Bois. Hutton, a Bighorn product, averaged almost 10 points a game in the season. Right inbounds, right corner. Ball stripped away. Boy, look at those quick hands by Alexandria Trosper. No wonder she earned Player of the Year honors in the 2A Southwest. Bradshaw spins one way, spins the other, and the defense is in the way. The foul, I believe they said Abby Gear with her second personal. Bradshaw to inbound for the South, right into the middle. Quick 5-foot jumper is a little too strong by Miranda Wagner. A fight for the rebound. Wagner reaching over the top. Gear had position, and Wagner picks up her first. That's the South's 4th team foul. North has 2 team fouls. 11-3. South on top with 2.5 left, first quarter. South in a man-to-man defense. South in the gold with the brown trim. 3-point shot, left wing, a bit strong from Miller. And the rebound into the hands of Olivia Smith of Lyman. Bradshaw up the right side, fires across, one-handed pass. Wagner for 3. You got it. Miranda Wagner with her second triple of the day, and it's 14-3. South pushes its lead out to 9. Kendall Wright drives the other way, a little too strong off the glass. McKinley Bradshaw pulls down her 4th carom of the day. Bradshaw across the timeline. She'll do everything. Point guard, power forward. She dribbles behind the back, floats in the lane off the glass and in. And McKinley Bradshaw has 4 points. And that puts the South ahead by 13, 16-3. Ball stripped away but out of bounds. Checking in Noelle Peterson, and it's been a balanced attack. Wagner with 6, Ragsdale 5, Bradshaw 4, Peterson with 1 for the South, leading big in the first quarter. Out in the right corner, Miller drops it in for Siemens. She'll barely keep it in. Passes toward the middle. It's deflected and taken away. Trosper with the left-handed dribble. Crosses the timeline. Picks it up. Finds Bradshaw. McKinley, long 3, short, and an air ball out of bounds. Saved by Wagner. Nope. Bradshaw takes a break, and Odlin checks into the game. Flanagan in for the North. Charity Harmon in for the South as well. So it's Erickson, Wagner, Harmon, along with Odland, and who's our 5th player on the South? We're missing 1. Noelle Peterson was headed to the bench. Odland said, hey, Noelle, you got to be out here. We need 5. So she jumped back out onto the court. South with the lead. North with the basketball. Into traffic. Gear kicks it back outside, and a jump ball as Gear tried to drive through the lane. No, not Gear, but Hutton tried to drive through the lane. Possession arrow to the North with 1:05 left in this first quarter. To inbound is Hutton. Abby Gear, rather. She goes into the middle, and a jump ball wrap-up. Carly Flanagan of Riverton was wrapped up, and the South takes possession. With 1:02 left in the first, and the South leading 16-3 on the MyLocalRadio.com scoreboard. Wagner across the timeline. South in the gold, attacking right to left. To Harmon. Mountain View product, dribbles from the right wing, steps back, fires away, and just misses. A fight for the board, and what an effort by Jennifer Odland. She gets the rebound, and then she's fouled as she tries to do something with it. That's I've got as her 3rd rebound of the game. And with 44.2 left in the first, the South inbounds from underneath their own basket. Ellie Schmidt from Southeast checks back into the game. She's averaged 14 points per game as a season, along with 8 rebounds for Southeast this last basketball season. She'll lob it into the middle and throw it away. Pass a little too short as she looked for Odland in the middle. Up across the timeline goes Madison Miller. The North right drives high off the window, too high, and Odland with a 4th rebound of the game. In a normal Wyoming basketball game, you'd likely see the team with the ball right now play for a final shot. The South not thinking that way. Odland, or not Odland, but Ragsdale fires away. No, that was Odland who fired away from 3 and missed a bit long. A fight for the board, and South will have it underneath the hoop. Ellie Schmidt to inbound. Schmidt looking for the play to develop. It does not. She'll lob it in for Ragsdale. Stripped away by Gear. Abby turns. Starts right, goes left, back right, into the middle. Traffic there, ball stripped away. South has it with 6, 5. Charity Harmon picks it up. 4, 3, 2, Fires it away from deep and knocks it down at the buzzer. Charity Harmon with the buzzer beater, and the South leads 19-3 at the end of the first quarter on this MyLocalRadio.com presentation of WCA All-Star Weekend from Casper College in Wyoming.
Today's students are Wyoming's greatest natural resource. Local school boards work hard to make sure that Wyoming schools meet the needs of our students. Wyoming School Boards Association is the official voice of local school board members. We believe that our students are the promise of Wyoming's strong future. Working together, we educate, support, and inspire school board members to strengthen public education for all Wyoming students.
Because of the many washers and dryers, it doesn't take long to get all your laundry done at Joe's Modern Cleaners and Laundromat in Evanston. Joe's offers an affordable wash and fold service. Plus, large bulky items like sleeping bags and bedspreads are no problem. Big machines clean big loads at Joe's, so whether you want to do it yourself or have someone else take care of it, get it all done at Joe's Modern Cleaners and Laundromat, 624 West Cheyenne Drive in the Frontier Square. So come see why our customers say we're not only the biggest, we're the best at Joe's Modern Cleaners and Laundromat.
19-3, the South dominates in the first quarter. 4 3-pointers, including Charity Harmon with 1, Miranda Wagner with 2. Cammie Ragsdale hit 1 as well. North with the basketball to start our second quarter. Sydney Schmidt, right side, over to the wing. Erickson drives, shoots, and misses short. Charity Harmon, who hit that buzzer-beating 3 at the end of the first, pulls down the rebound, her first of the game. Harmon across the timeline. Starts right, gives to Ragsdale, dribbles the free throw line, floating left, shoots back to her right and misses. Rebound tipped around, it's on the ground and picked up by Siemens. Kendall Siemens pushes up the right side, tries to step through, misses, but she's fouled. And will go to the line and shoot a pair of North free throws. 9.5 left in this second quarter. And these free throws are brought to you by the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau. They've got Raspberry Days Festival coming up in Garden City, August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. They feature the Little Miss Berry pageant, the craft fair, continuous entertainment. There's a parade on the boulevard, and all the fun will be at the New Heritage Park on 300 West. Visit bearlake.org for more information. First free throw was good, second one as well. And the North, which has just 1 field goal in the game, has those 2 free throws to make it 19-5. Down on the other end, South fouled on a shot attempt.
Fouls on Erickson, 2 shots for Peterson.
At the line is Noelle Peterson, off the window, using the glass for this Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau free throw. Peterson went 1 for 2 in the first quarter from the free throw line. This trip goes 2 for 2. And the South pushes back out to its biggest lead of the game, 16 points, 21-5. Visit bearlake.org for more information on all the summer fun at the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau and Raspberry Days Festival in Garden City, Utah. South putting on some full court pressure on top of a 16-point lead. Siemens receives the pass from O'Neal. Kendall drives down to the right baseline, kicks it back up top. O'Neal tries to drive, or Erickson rather, tries and can't find any space. Driving, shooting, blocked is Sydney Schmidt. South with the basketball. Pushing the tempo and having it just stolen away. The South with 9 turnovers in the game. After Ellie Schmidt couldn't find somebody to give it to. A reach-in leads to what looked like a carry. The reach-in came first. It's a foul on the South. Jennifer Odland picks up her second, a 6th team foul for the South. Odland gets a quick breather, and McKinley Bradshaw checks back in. Strasburg and Bradshaw so far the leading rebounders, 4 apiece. Bradshaw with 4 points. Odland, I don't think she's taken a shot, maybe 1 and missed it. At the top of the key, Schmidt There's a Schmidt on both teams, an Erickson on both teams. The Schmidts are spelled differently. The Ericksons spelled the same, I believe. Kinley Erickson of Tensleep and Abby Erickson of Cheyenne East. The foul there. No, ball just knocked away. Driving up off the glass, too strong, is Kaylin O'Neill. Bradshaw, baseball pass up ahead after her 5th rebound of the game, and a travel on the South. With 8:05 left second quarter, Coach Max Mills pacing the sideline for the North, while Katie Klein of the South sitting comfortably watching her team with a 16-point lead. Trosper defending as Siemens crosses the timeline with a left-handed dribble. Dribbles down to her right, double team comes, inside, shot blocked. Olivia Smith of Lyman with the rebound. She got the good defense, had a hand straight in the air to contest Sydney Smith's shot, and then turned quickly to pull down the board. Smith on the left wing. Olivia down to the left corner, Bradshaw for 3. Can't get that one to go. McKinley was a 37% three-point shooter during the season, but she's 0 for 2 so far in this game. 21-5, the South leads. Jumped out to a 5-0 lead before the North got its first free throw at almost 2 minutes into the game. North trying to break the press, and they do. Erickson across the timeline. The North in brown with the gold and white trim, gold and white numbers. Around to the right side. O'Neill in some trouble, travels. That defensive pressure by the South proving a little more intense than I think the North was prepared for so far. As we watch these teams warm up, it looked like there was a little more athleticism on the South side. Miranda Wagner across the timeline. Right to left, to the top of the key. Bradshaw fires in, ball tipped, and Smith able to pick it up. Back outside to Bradshaw. Long 3 is shot too long. Misses. Ball on the floor. A little scrum for it, and a jump ball. Possession arrow to the South. Bradshaw not hesitant to pull the trigger today. A couple of threes from way outside, and she's been off target so far. A couple from right near the line, and she's just missed. Trosper to inbound. Bradshaw drops back out near the three-point line, and Trosper goes into Bradshaw. Back into Trosper with the left hand. Up off the left side of the glass and in. Good move by Alexandria Trosper. And the South leads 23-5. Kendall Wright going coast to coast. Can't quite get it to go. And the rebound. Trosper, long pass out ahead to Wagner. Miranda with the right hand, and she's pushed in the back. Misses the shot. Carly Flanagan of Riverton with the foul. A 5th team foul puts Wagner at the line to shoot 2. Free throws brought to you by the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, inviting you to check out Raspberry Days. It's a festival in Garden City, August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. They'll have rodeos, a 5K run in Lake Town, fireworks on the beach, pancake breakfast, and much more at the Raspberry Days Festival. Visit bearlake.org for more information. Wagner hits both free throws, and the South is up by 20. Top of the key, Gear fires the left side. Miller looking for something, follows a screen around the top. The South defense suffocating so far. Gear says, okay, we'll hit one from outside, and she does. Abby Gear with just the second field goal of the game for the North. Makes it 25-8 on the MyLocalRadio.com scoreboard. Wagner across the timeline. Kicks it off left side. Erickson outside. Trosper for 3 from deep. Alexandria Trosper with the triple. 28-8. The North, the South back on top by 20. We'll hear from Alexandria Trosper during our halftime report, brought to you by the Come On In of Casper. Make sure to stay tuned for that. Bradshaw pulls down her 6th rebound of the game. Up ahead to Trosper, spinning through traffic, puts it up and in with the left hand. 30-8. South up by 22. Bradshaw coming in, tries to poke it away from right, but Kendall gets it back to Flanagan, who drives and misses, but she's fouled. The foul charged to Olivia Smith, Lyman's, one of Lyman's graduates, and at the line. Missing the first is indeed Carly Flanagan. These free throws again brought to you by Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, inviting you to check out Raspberry Days, the festival in Garden City August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Visit bearlake.org for more information. 5:24 left, second quarter, and the North trailing big 30-8 on the mylocalradio.com scoreboard. Flanagan missed the first of 2 free throws. Takes her dribbles, fires away, and hits. She was a 62% free throw shooter for Riverton her senior year. 30-9. The South leads by 21. Pass left corner. Erickson bounces inside. Ragsdale, who had 5 first quarter points, misses, gets her own rebound, and is blocked on the putback. Ragsdale will go to the line for 2 free throws. Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet of Evanston, Wyoming. The service department at Auto Farm has new hours, now open at 7:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday. For all your automobile repair needs, choose Auto Farm Chevrolet, your community-driven dealer, at 624 Front Street in Evanston. That's Auto Farm Chevrolet, a community-driven dealer. Ragsdale misses the first, has a second one on the way. Can put her team up by 22. That would match the biggest lead of the ball game. She misses the free throw, and the board pulled down by Madison Miller. I've got that as her second of the game. It's still a 21-point lead for the South. Down to the right corner. Back up top. Gear drives, tries to shoot, stuffed from up top. Trosper rejected her, but got an arm as well. And Alexandria picks up her first personal foul and sends Abby Gear to the line for 2 free throws. A lot of free throws here in this second quarter. And our broadcast today is also brought to you by Yeager's Auto Body. 360 West Flaming Gorge Way in Green River. Yeager's Auto Body. You can visit them at yeagersautobody.weebly.com. They're proudly providing quality auto body service to the Green River and Rock Springs area since 1972. Both free throws missed. The score remains 30-9. South with the big lead. Wagner dribbles to her left. Her coach on her feet at the bench as she got trapped. Trosper lobs back door, looking for Ragsdale. Gets it to her. She's knocked down, called for the travel. And the South gives it away for the 4th time in the quarter. And in the game, that's 12 turnovers. Charity Harmon back in there from Mountain View, along with Jennifer Odland of Laramie. Out on the right wing, around the top, Schmidt. Ball poked away. Harmon comes up with it. Pushing up court. Driving floater missed by Wagner. Harmon fighting for the rebound, but Madison Miller has it. Miller passes off, gets it back from Gear, and then gives to Hutton. Allison around the top to Kendall Wright. Starts right, goes left, dribbles back to the free throw line. Outside, Gear for 3. The lefty, ooh, in and out. And the rebound stolen away from Ellie Schmidt. Hutton took it away. Driving, shot is blocked. Rebound tipped up high, and Noelle Peterson of Encampment has it. Long outlet pass. Harmon on the left wing, steps up, nobody on her. She fires away from 3. It rims out. Offensive board by Schmidt, and jump ball as she tries to go up with it again. Ellie Schmidt, 2 rebounds by my count in the game. 3:41 left here in the second quarter, and the South leads 30-9 with the jump ball, but North has it on the possession arrow. Siemens up ahead to Schmidt on the right wing. To right at the top of the key. Kendall averaged 13, almost 14 points a game. Nice dish off and a step through move by Madison Miller for the deuce. 30-11. The North chopping away at that big South lead. Harmon for 3, right corner, yes. Charity Harmon with her second tray of the game. And I had just said that the North was cutting into the lead. Well, the South just put it back to 22 points. Siemens down to the right corner. Tries to step through the defense again. Not Siemens, but Miller. She's wrapped up, and Both she and Ragsdale end up on the ground. That's a hard fall to the hard wood. Olivia Smith to check back in for the South. So you got Smith, Ragsdale, along with Audland, Schmidt, and Harmon. And for the North, Hutton, Wright, Siemens, Miller, and who's the fifth out there? Oh, it's Sydney Schmidt. Up across the timeline comes Ragsdale. To the left wing, back up top, Harmon fakes a shot and travels. Fifth turnover of the quarter for the South, 13 in the game, but they lead big. The turnovers have not hurt. Generally, you can talk about turnovers if you have 13 or 15 in an entire regulation ball game, you're going to be in trouble. But the South has not let those turnovers bother them today. 3-point shot from the left wing, nope. McKinley Bradshaw pulls down the rebound off the front of the rim. The South has it. Bradshaw steps up, doesn't shoot the three, instead dishes off Ragsdale for the three. And a foul. Schmidt pushes right, trying to get that rebound. So Ellie Schmidt will pick up is that her first? That's a South 9th team foul. And Wright will go to the line and shoot 1 and 1.
1 and 1 for Wright.
Free throws are brought to you by Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau. Visit bearlake.org for more information. There's plenty of summer fun with the Raspberry Days Festival in Garden City, August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And check it out, bearlake.org. Wright misses the first and the rebound. Charity Harmon had it. She's wrapped up. A jump ball will give it back to the North. So Kendall Wright, 3 of 5 from the free throw line in the ball game. 33-11 is the score. South with the big lead. Wright out on the wing, left side. Gives it to Hutton. Allison dribbles right, goes back left. Defensive pressure comes. She's trapped. Tries to throw it off a leg. It's on the floor. Jump ball to the South. North's 4th turnover of the quarter, make it the 5th. As I mark that down, South with the basketball. 2:09 left, second quarter, and the South leading big. Ragsdale across the timeline. Dribbles right, back left. Schmidt, left corner. Skip it across, Smith to Harmon on the right wing. Looking inside, good cut. Schmidt back outside, Olivia Smith for 3. Got it, nothing but net. Olivia Smith from Lyman with the triple, 36-11, and the Valley girls are playing good. Charity Harmon with 6, McKinley Bradshaw with 4 and 7 rebounds, and Olivia Smith with that 3. Of course, Lyman and Mountain View both in the Bridger Valley, and folks from nearby refer to anybody from that area as from the Valley. Out on the left wing, Hutton around the top of the arc, hands it off to Wright. Kendall drives in, slices through the D, puts it up. She's stuffed. Olivia Smith saves it, and the putback up and in is good by Kendall Wright. 36-13. South up big with time winding down in the second quarter. 60 seconds left. Ragsdale to her left, picks up the dribble. Good help defense by Hutton to prevent Ragsdale from pulling up for the shot. Ragsdale dishes off, got it back, pulls up from the high left elbow and misses. Offensive board, Olivia Smith, and jump ball as she tries to go back up with the shot. And we'll give it to the North with 46 seconds left in the first half. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick one as well. MyLocalRadio.com presentation of All-Star Basketball.
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Berg Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Check or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
South leads 36-13. A big lead for the South. They jumped out to a 5-0 lead and have done nothing but extend that lead further and further. It's a 23-point deficit for the North, who has the basketball. Kendall Wright against full court pressure from McKinley Bradshaw. Trosper pokes in as well, but can't get a hand on the ball. Wright gives it up the top to Erickson. Kendall dribbles right, stops, kicks it back outside, around to Wright. Thought about the three, but with Bradshaw's long arms in front of her, she thinks differently. Abby Gear misses the three from the left wing. Olivia Smith with the rebound with 16 seconds left in this first half. Miranda Wagner dribbles right, back up top. Olivia Smith holds with 9, 8, 7. Trosper inside. Bradshaw turns left, floats it up and in. No trouble there for McKinley Bradshaw with just her third make of the game. Trosper steals the inbound and misses the shot at the buzzer. And at the half, it's 38-13. The South with a big lead on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We've got your Come On In of Casper halftime show coming up. We'll hear from one of the players, an interview, and we'll give you some stats when we return on this MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Wyoming Coaches Association girls basketball action. In business since 1936, Ellingford Brothers started with 3 brothers building bridges across Wyoming. Over the years, the company has expanded into different aspects tied to construction, including ready-mix, steel fabrication, heavy hauling, hotshot services, and crushers. Ellingford Brothers is reliable, honest, and offers competitive pricing. When it comes to all things construction, come to Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, Wyoming. Call today, 307-789-1515.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Welcome to the halftime show presented by the Come On In of Casper, Wyoming. The best place to stay in Casper. It's a traveler's paradise. Make your reservation today at comeonin.com. The South jumped out to a 38-13 lead in that first half. In fact, it was 19-3 at the end of the first quarter, and the South doubled their point production from the first to the second. The North came alive offensively in the second quarter, but that's only relatively speaking. 3 points in the first, 10 points in the second. The South dominant in that first half. The North with a big deficit to make up. We'll give you some stats and hear from Alexandria Trosper when we return on this Come On In of Casper halftime show. Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle. Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Back at the half where the South leads big, 38-13. Miranda Wagner of the South had 8 points in that first half. Add Alexandria Trosper's 7. Cammie Ragsdale's 5, McKinley Bradshaw 6, Noelle Peterson 3, Olivia Smith 3, and Charity Harmon's 6, including 2 3-pointers, 1 to end the first quarter, 1 to start the second. And it's been a balanced and explosive scoring attack for the South team. Nobody in double figures, but with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different players having recorded points, the South leads big, 38-13. For the North, it's been Kendall Wright leading the way. I've got her with 5 points. Abby Gear with 3. She hit a triple early in the second. Allison Hutton has 2, Madison Miller 2, and Carly Flanagan with a free throw. And that's it. 5 different players to score, but nobody with very much, and it's been a problem. The North's struggles have really come in the South's pressure defense, and the North just has not handled it well. They have not gotten good shots. They've tried to be patient, but have not gotten a very high percentage shots. Meanwhile, the South has worked it around real well and pressed the tempo a bit. They've turned it over a few more times, but it hasn't hurt them because they've hit those shots. They've opened things up from outside, which has opened things on the inside. They were fighting and getting more offensive rebounds and really outplaying the North in just about every aspect. The South leads 38-13 on the MyLocalRadio.com scoreboard. Stay tuned. We'll talk with Alexandria Trosper when we return on our halftime show.
Superior Rental is Evanston's only full-service rental equipment store. We have what you need to get the job done. Backhoes, trenchers, excavators, air compressors, jackhammers, concrete tools, hammer drills, aerators, tillers, power rakes, forklifts, log splitters, tables and chairs, popcorn, snow cone, and cotton candy machines. Alright, you get the picture. You don't have to own when you can rent. From Superior Rental, 371 Prospector Drive in Evanston.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on MyLocalRadio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
We're here to help strengthen our community. Yes, that's right. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we take pride in belonging to our community. We encourage people of every race, gender, and belief to come together and give their all towards the betterment of our community. It's about people helping people. When you join our credit union, you also join a movement. At Trona Valley, we are thankful for our members, member NCUA, Trust NCUA, a credit union system that is safe, sound, and secure.
Alex, I want to know, back at the state tournament when you hit that shot to win the state title, and obviously everyone goes crazy and all that, but in a play like that, that's kind of just a desperation, what were you thinking in the closing seconds leading up to it?
Well, I guess I wasn't that nervous because I've been out of the game for like almost the full fourth quarter because I was in foul trouble. So I was more nervous for my teammates because they were kind of breaking down. They were kind of getting frustrated with themselves. So, like, when I went in, we drew up the play so I could shoot it, and I felt pretty good. I didn't feel nervous or anything before I shot it, and then I shot it. And at first, I thought I was going to airball it because I had the ball flat in my hand. And then as I was watching it, I knew it was going in before it even went in. So I was happy, but I seen it go in.
Okay, so for anyone who didn't see, let's run them through it. Was it a tie game?
Yeah.
Tie game. And state tournament, state championship game, and you had some foul trouble. You were sitting with 4 through a lot of the third and the fourth, right?
Yeah.
A lot of that second half, you're out, and then you get put back in this closing situation, and you are on the wing of the three-point line and way out. I don't know if it's
like on the right side, yeah.
It's kind of where it says Casper Event Center on the floor where you shot, and you kind of just turned and threw it upside on. That's not your normal shot form, is it?
Yeah, well, I caught the ball, and I thought about dribbling because Haley was guarding me, and I seen her, and I was like, oh, I'm going to dribble around. And then I remembered we only had a second or so to shoot it, so I switched where I had the ball, and I shot it.
And it goes in.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
And then me and my team just started jumping around, getting happy, because that was the first championship we won in like 15 years, I think. And I played in that game for 3 years, played in a state championship game for 3 years, and we were almost so close every year. And so it was just great to finally win it.
Describe to me, were you born and raised in Ethity?
Yeah.
Describe to me the lead up to, forget about the 4 years that you played for Wyoming Indian. Describe to me the culture of basketball that you grew up in.
Well, basketball is a great sport in like a Native American community. It's like one of the best sports almost every Native plays. There's a lot of Native tournaments that I attend rather than like AAU, and I met a lot of like people throughout those, and I never really played basketball when I was little. It's a big thing because there's like kid tournaments on it, like reservation. And so like it's like something everyone wants to play, pretty much, on the res. And everyone just wants to play and have fun. And then there's a group of people that will work extra to get better. And I was a part of that group because my family, almost everyone in my family is good at basketball. And so we would go to the gym almost like every day since I was like in 7th grade. And I was playing against high schoolers then. Mm-hmm. So it was just like, it's just learned and just reps of playing and playing, pretty much.
I understand you did not know about Miss Wyoming basketball prior to maybe a day before you won it at the Montana-Wyoming games. What was that like?
That was really cool. My coach, the assistant coach this year, also won it, and it was really great because not a lot of Native Americans get recognized for basketball unless you go the extra mile. It's really great that I got recognized for that because I feel like I did a lot of hard work throughout the years I played.
Mm-hmm. You are headed to Sheridan College for basketball, and where you headed is brought to you by the Cache Valley Visitors Bureau. Tell me why you chose Sheridan College. Obviously, we know why you chose basketball, but why Sheridan College?
Well, I visited the college a couple months ago, and I really liked everything about it. I liked the community. It was very welcoming. It's a nice campus. And the coach, I like the coach, Ryan. He's really great. I feel like he's my type of coach. Like, he tells me when I'm wrong, or like he'll like let me know instead of like, I guess, not letting me know and like putting it on other people.
How did you get to know the coach?
He contacted me, like, I think it might have been middle of the basketball season or something like that, and ever since then, I was just following up.
Alex, I want to know, back at the state tournament when you hit that shot.
All right, our apologies. We're going to have to cut that one short right there. The South leads 40-13. Charity Harmon with a basket moments ago. Sorry, we couldn't finish that interview from Alex Trosper. A shot down inside is up and in by Sydney Schmidt, I believe. Yeah, it was Sydney, with her first field goal of the game. Make it 40-15. South still dominant. As we start the third quarter, Harmon launches one from deep. Can't get that to go. And well, Peterson gets her legs tangled up trying to get back out for that rebound. No foul. Our halftime report was brought to you by the Come On In of Casper, the best place to stay when you visit Casper, Wyoming. It's a traveler's paradise. High on the left wing is Schmidt, the North attacking right to left. If you tuned in online at mylocalradio.com for the second half. Siemens, nice pass across the lane. A shot blocked. Looked clean by Ellie Schmidt. She thought it was clean, and some fans did as well, but the official saw a foul. So Ellie picks up her second personal and sends Sydney Schmidt to the free throw line. The North has not done well from the free throw line today. just 4 of 11, make it 4 of 12. That's 33.3%. Free throws are presented by the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, inviting you to stop in to Garden City, Utah for the Raspberry Days Festival, August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Learn more at bearlake.org. That's bearlake.org. Schmidt hits the second free throw, 40-16. South attacking, and Ragsdale ends up on the ground. Cammie Ragsdale had 5 quick points, a 3 and a 2 in the first quarter. Hasn't scored since then, including a couple of missed free throws in the second quarter. Ball out of bounds. Shot goes up and missed. Siemens with the rebound, dribbles through traffic. Lost her footing, went to the ground, went to the hardwood, but it was picked up by Schmidt. Back to Siemens, left corner. Erickson just thought about a shot, then took it and was blocked. Behind the back dribble, Ragsdale to Harmon. Charity finds Schmidt wide open inside, across the lane. Pass was deflected. It finally got across to Peterson, who missed too strong off the window. And on the fight for the rebound, a foul against the South. Jennifer Odland, her 3rd personal. So Odland has 3 personal fouls. Nobody else, I think, on either team more than 2. She'll stay in there for now. Odland with, I've got her 5 rebounds. And again, the South leads big, 40-16. Kendall Wright against some full court pressure from Schmidt. Harmon just about the takeaway, read the pass, but just couldn't get the ball. Instead, Ragsdale takes it away. Her pass up ahead too far, and Kendall Wright uses her quickness to race ahead and take the pass away. Fire up us the left side. Flanagan dribbles in and puts it up and in off the left glass. Carly with her first field goal of the game. 40-18. The North has cut it to a 22-point deficit. Odland splits a couple defenders. Shot is blocked by Flanagan. She'll corral it, then pass up ahead, long pass, a 2-on-1 for the North across the lane. Erickson pulls it in, misses the layup. A one-handed rebound by Odland with the right hand as her left hand was being held. She dribbles up court and loses it back to the North. Madison Miller has it poked away by Harmon. Odland picks it up, ahead to Harmon. Charity to the hoop, up with the right hand, and Charity Harmon has 11 points. She's your first scorer into double figures. 3 threes and a double, and it's 42-18. The South leads with 6:07 left in this third quarter.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
Back at the Thunderbird Gymnasium, the Sweet Erickson home of the Thunderbirds, Casper College. Ryan Steinekert here as the South leads big 42-18 on the MyLocalRadio.com scoreboard. The North jumped out to a big lead and went on to win 80-49 last year. North had a big lead in 2016. The South roared back but fell short, losing 66-60. Last year, a close one, 75-69 most of the way. Three-point shot by Miranda Miller, short. Not Miranda, but Madison Miller. She gets her own rebound on a three-point shot that hit off the front of the iron. Bradshaw, long pass to Smith. Olivia bounces underneath for Trosper, poked away out of bounds. Good hands by Kendall Wright. Each team with 3 turnovers apiece in the third quarter. Inbound to Smith, to Trosper, down on the post, back outside to Smith. Three-point shot, back iron just off. Rebound, knocked around and ripped, grabbed by 2 players. A jump ball is called, and the South maintains possession. Trosper into Bradshaw. She turns away from the basket, shoots and misses. fights for the rebound, and nope, Trosper committed the foul. So the North has the basketball, trailing 42-18 on the MyLocalRadio.com scoreboard. 5.5 left in the third quarter. Abby Gear across the timeline. Thunder Basin product. Kicks it left corner. Kendall Wright for three. Oh, halfway down, rims out. Rebound tipped on the floor, picked up, and a jump ball called. That's another jump ball. Boy, we could call jump balls. If we had a sponsor for that, sponsor would be getting plenty of mentions. Inbound plays are brought to you by Wyoming School Boards Association, the official voice of local school board members. That's this inbound play, brought to you by the Wyoming School Boards Association. South steals it, looking to move it ahead, but stolen and out of bounds off of Allison Hutton. The North's defensive pressure intensity certainly has been ratcheted up. Coach Mills sure gave a talking to his gals in the locker room. We got to tighten things up, girls, especially defensively. Our defense can lead to offense, and here's a reach in by Abby Gear as she tried to take it away from Miranda Wagner.
North falls on Gear.
Gear will play basketball at Dordt University. Wagner will play basketball at Northland College. Another inbound taken away. The North. Gear hesitates in the air. Bradshaw blocks the shot, and McKinley comes down with the ball as well. She'll go coast to coast and get fouled at the free throw line well before a shot. Abby Gear picks up her third personal. And the South has it on the near sideline. That's the bench, right in front of the bench area. Abby Erickson looks to get it in and goes to Trosper. She'll fire away from three and hit it. Alexandria Trosper, the quick release. And the Southpaw knocks it down 45-18. The South extends its lead. And the North turns it over. South will get it right back on another Wyoming School Boards Association inbounds play. Trosper against some full court pressure from the North. Bradshaw to Trosper, back to Bradshaw. McKinley up across the timeline. The South attacking left to right in the second half. Bradshaw goes spin, turn around, shoots too strong. Tries to trap Siemens, but Kendall gets around the trap, up ahead to Wright. Kendall Wright, back to Siemens. Starts left, goes right into the lane, dribbles through everybody and misses the shot. Rebound. McKinley Bradshaw had it. She's hit from behind to the ground, and a foul is called. I've got Bradshaw with 9 rebounds, 6 points, and a pair of blocks in the game. Trosper to Wagner. Up ahead, the South runs the full court press, breaks, or the fast break breaks the press, and Olivia Smith finishes on the left side. 47-18. Shot by Kendall Wright up and find its way home, plus the free throw coming, a three-point play opportunity. Brought to you by the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, with an annual event coming up celebrating the harvest of the world-famous Bear Lake raspberries. It's Raspberry Days Festival in Garden City, August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Visit bearlake.org for more information. The North has just one three-point basket in the game, looking for its second three-point play of the contest. And Wright can't get the free throw to go. Bradshaw with her 10th rebound of the game. Long pass ahead. Bradshaw misses and turns it over. 47-20, a 27-point lead for the South. 3:51 left, third quarter. And the South continues to press. They want to make sure this one doesn't go anywhere but their way. Odland pokes the ball away out of bounds. North maintains possession. Wyoming School Boards Association inbound play to Siemens. Kendall picks up the dribble and may be in some trouble. And that was Carly Flanagan, actually, on the sideline, out of bounds off the South. Flanagan trying to get it to Siemens. Wright looking to throw it in. And poked away. North still maintains possession. South pressuring. Full court man-to-man pressure. Wright Holding, gets it into Siemens. Double team comes quick, and a foul as Siemens trying to move past Miranda Wagner. Miranda will pick up her second personal, I believe, a 5th team foul on the South. Cammie Ragsdale and Charity Harmon check into the game for the South squad. Again, leading 47-20. We welcome you if you're tuned in online at mylocalradio.com or listening in the Evanston, Southwest Wyoming area, KNYN 99.1 FM and 98.3 FM, The Big Dog. Bounce across the lane, right to Cammie Ragsdale. Easy takeaway by Cammie. The Pine Bluffs player gets it back to Audlin down inside. Just missed. Trosper fighting for the rebound. Neither team having much luck finding the bottom of the hoop here in this third quarter. Offenses have slowed down. The South scored 19 in the first, 19 in the second. They've scored just 9 so far through about 2/3 of this third quarter. Kendall Wright bounces across the lane after she broke the full court press. Hutton has it stuffed by Ragsdale to Audland, and she's fouled as she spins up court. Kendall Siemens, the guilty party. Her first personal, 5th team foul on the North. Ellie Schmidt and Noelle Peterson check back into the game. Charity Harmon and Jen Audlin stay in there for the South. The North has Hutton, Siemens, Wright. Let's see. Oh, that's Flanagan and Madison Miller on the floor. Harmon hands off to Ragsdale. She almost lost the dribble at the top of the key, but got it back. Gives to Harmon. Charity dribbles left, too far out in front. Siemens pokes it away. 5 turnovers in the quarter for the South. Make it 6 for the North. Pass up ahead. Was it touched by Audlin? No. Both teams putting on a lot of defensive pressure, and it's causing a lot of turnovers. Each team with 5+ turnovers here in this third quarter. North sends in an entire new squad in Erickson, Gear. I'll tell you that rest of that in a second as Ragsdale shoots and misses a 3 from the right corner. Erickson has the rebound. Up ahead to O'Neal. Left side to Volker. Lexus gives back to Gear. Drives, fires with her left and misses. Short. Ragsdale has the rebound for the South. Her 4th rebound of the game. Long pass up ahead to Harmon. Charity dribbles through some traffic, hesitates, then drives, shoots, and she's blocked out of bounds. Who's that 5th player in there? Did I mention Schmidt for the North? Schmidt, Gear, O'Neal, Volker, and Erickson on the floor. Nice entry pass down to the right side. Ellie Schmidt of the South misses the shot, and the rebound, Kaylin O'Neal of the North. Gear looks right, goes left, gives it off to Schmidt. Sidney has her shot blocked, fights for the board, it's out of bounds. 2:03 left here in the third. Olivia Smith checks back in for the South. Jen Audlin gets a break. I don't think Audlin has scored, but I've got her with 7 rebounds. Gear into Schmidt. She'll dribble with the right hand around the top of the arc. High pressure on the defense. Top of the key. Erickson. Left wing. Gear for 3. Misses short. Rebound tipped and out of bounds to the North. They'll keep it on this end. North attacking right to left. North is in the brown. South in the gold. 1:47 left, third quarter. And the South's lead stuck at 27. We've been stuck on this score for several minutes. Erickson to Gear. Pushes in. Misses the shot over the top of the basket, but she's fouled on the baseline drive. Foul to Charity Harmon. Mountain View product. Leads to 2 free throws for Abby Gear. I've got her at 0 for 2 in the game from the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau free throw line. Gear on the season with just a 37% free throw shooter for Thunder Basin and misses the first. Numbers say she'll hit this one. She does. This is at third. She's 1 of 4 in the game. That's about 25%. Well, not about, it is. 1:40 left to go in the third. All the way to the hoop goes Ellie Schmidt of the South. Misses the shot, offensive board. But Schmidt, I believe, was fouled. And Ellie will go to the line and shoot 2. The South, 5 of 8 from the free throw line so far in the contest. Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau free throws today. The Raspberry Days Festival in Garden City coming up August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Don't miss out. Visit bearlake.org to learn more. Schmidt hits the first, her first point of the game. Audland hasn't scored. Abby Erickson hasn't scored either. For the South, everyone else has. Schmidt hits the second free throw as well, and it's a 28-point South lead, 49-21. Kendall Wright dribbles to her left, a high dribble. She gets away with it, kicks it back outside. Free throw line jumper is way short by Schmidt. That's Sydney Schmidt of the North. Erickson tries to save it. No, Kaylin O'Neill tried to save it, but just couldn't get it inbounds. So the South has it. A Wyoming School Boards Association inbound play from underneath their own hoop. Schmidt gave to Ragsdale, back to Schmidt. Strong pass up ahead to Olivia Smith, again to Ragsdale, and then she'll hold out on the right wing. Way out high, backs it out near center court. Starts a little penetration. Things have wound down quite a bit here in this third quarter. Offensive movement a little bit more slow. The South offensively has been quite a bit more patient. Smith to Ragsdale. She'll turn and miss with the right hand. Rebound tipped out, and Olivia Smith from Lyman has it. Her 5th rebound of the game. Outside, Ragsdale for 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound tipped out. Noelle Peterson hustles to the bench and can't quite get there. Great hustle by Peterson, though, to try and get to that basketball. Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by Auto Farm Castle Rock, Auto Farm Chevrolet of Evanston, Wyoming. The service department at Auto Farm has now open from 7:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday. For all your automobile repair needs, choose Auto Farm Chevrolet, your community-driven dealer at 624 Front Street in Evanston. North with it, right side. Kendall Wright dribbles to her left, down to the left baseline, hesitates, then passes into the middle, a wraparound pass right into the hands of the South's Olivia Smith. With 14 seconds, up to the right wing, into the middle. She finds Peterson, who hooks one up. Nowhere near making that shot, but Peterson draws the foul and heads to the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau free throw line. Newcastle's Lexus Volker picks up her second personal foul. It's a 7th team foul on the North, and Peterson misses the first. Noelle, a 58% free throw shooter. Her senior season is now 3 of 5 in the ball game. That's just better than 58%. Second free throw rattles home. Peterson has 4 in the ball game, and it's 50-21, a 29-point lead for the South. Stop, pop, and drop. Nice shot. Good play by Lexus Volker with her first basket of the game. 50-23. South lets one loose from full court at the buzzer, and at the end of 3, it's 50-23, a 27-point South lead. 10 minutes left to go in this one from Casper in the home of the Thunderbirds to the Swede Erickson Gymnasium. The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
South with the basketball to start our 4th and final period. Under 10 minutes to go. The South leads 50-23. scored 19 in the first quarter, 19 in the second quarter, just 12 in that third quarter. But with a lead like they have, they probably aren't too concerned about scoring just 12 points in the quarter. They also held the North to just 10 in the third quarter. Ball on the ground, a scrum for it, and a jump ball will give it to the North. I'd given Charity Carmen a 3-point basket. There was actually a 2-point basket earlier. Got that math figured out. The South, 8 of 14 from the free throw line. The North just 6 of 16. From the left side, shot missed. Flanagan the offensive rebound. She misses the shot. Abby Gear has it. Out to Flanagan, left corner, long 2, just short, over the top. McKinley Bradshaw with the South rebound. McKinley has 3, 6, 10, 11 rebounds. 3-point shot missed. Fight for the rebound. What a hustle play by Abby Erickson, but couldn't get it to a teammate on the South squad. The North up to the right wing. Gear kicks it back outside. Flanagan to Hutton around left wing. Erickson, or Miller rather, wanted the 3. Instead, she drives, ends up on the hardwood. 3 players, 2 others, one other down there on the wood as well. Ball lost by the South. North has it. Gear looking for somewhere to go with it. Ball poked away, and Erickson comes up with it for the South. And Coach Klein says, okay, we got to settle down. It's getting sloppy. 8:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick break as well.
If you've been thinking about working out but don't know where to start, or have been working out but not seeing the results you wanted, come into Flex Fitness and we will help you find the right program to achieve your fitness goal. A Flex Fitness membership includes a new member orientation that will help you discover your workout personality type so you can achieve your best results. When you know your workout personality type, you'll have quicker recovery times, less injuries, and really start to enjoy your workouts. Flex Fitness, 100 Yellow Creek Road, next to Smith's in Evanston.
Well, the South jumped out to a 5-0 lead, and by the end of the first quarter, it was 19-3. The North hit just 1 field goal in the first quarter, 4 field goals in the entire first half. And the South, meanwhile, scored 19 in the first, 19 in the second, and continues its big lead, 50-23. Defensive intensity has been ratcheted up here in the second half, and neither team has found much offense so far in the second half. But the South lead remains large. Bradshaw, nice move, fights through some contact and puts it in. McKinley has 8 points, 11 rebounds, and a couple of blocks. And the South lead is extended. Meanwhile, Allison Hutton scores for the North. Erickson across the lane. Abby misfires on the pass, and the South turns it over. Steal for the South. Bradshaw fighting for the rebound. Gets a little too much contact. For Bradshaw, that's a second personal foul, and by her standards, she's in good shape. Not to say she fouls out all the time, but she's been known to foul out a time or two. Plays so aggressively. It's tough to dial that back and still play at the level she does. At the free throw line is Kendall Siemens from right. Shot 55% from the line her senior season and misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Bradshaw with the rebound, her 12th of the game. She wants to go coast to coast, fires it across. Wagner the long 2, got it. Nothing but net for Miranda Wagner, who has 10 points in the game. Up ahead, Hutton dribbles through traffic, loses her footing, loses the ball out of bounds. And the South takes over. Inbound to Olivia Smith. She looks to Bradshaw, and McKinley says, now give it to Trosper. Alexandria crosses the timeline. She has 10 points in the game. It does Trosper. Averaged 13 per game this season. Cammie Ragsdale has 5. She averaged 21 per game as a senior for Pine Bluffs. Wagner misses the shot. Trosper tries for the rebound, but Abby Gear has it for the North. Gear with a double team coming, trying to get it up court. North running out of time, just gets it across before the 10-second violation. Into Gear, trying to draw the charge was Erickson, and instead Gear gives off to Allison Hutton at the free throw line, and she knocks it down. 52-27, make it 54-27. Bradshaw lobs it inside. Trosper pulls it in, puts it up and in. And Alexandria Trosper has 12. 56-27. The South pushes the lead back out further. 3-point shot from Madison Miller. No. Rebound. Olivia Smith chases it down out on the wing for the South. Up ahead to Bradshaw. McKinley steps back, fires inside, faked the three. She found Smith, who hit the shot, but a timeout before the shot was made. Bradshaw says, that's an assist. You took it away. It would have been Bradshaw averaged about 3.5 assists per game as a senior for Lyman. 56-27, South on top big.
For over 10 years, the professional and friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions has been serving customers in Wyoming and Utah. Our professional technicians live and work in communities across both states. This way, we are able to provide quick, quality service to all of our customers. We serve businesses in all sizes, and we also provide service and supplies for HP printers. Please call us today and let's see how we can help with all your printing and copying needs. Mountain West Business Solutions, a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925.
Fourth quarter action, the South leads 56-27 on the Stacy's, not Stacy's, but the mylocalradio.com scoreboard. South also has the basketball. Odland inbounds to Bradshaw at the free throw line. She goes strong to the hoop and draws the blocking foul. And there's some of that aggressive play. Madison Miller from 4A Thunder Basin not ready for that physicality of McKinley Bradshaw, who goes to the line for 2 Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau free throws. Bradshaw's first 2 free throw attempts of the day. Check out Raspberry Days and all the fun they have to offer. It'll be at the New Heritage Park on 300 West. Visit bearlake.org for more information. Bradshaw, 71% free throw shooter as a senior, swishes the first one home. Puts the the South on top by 30, 57-27. Bradshaw's second free throw. Up and in. Rattles home. She has 14 points in the game. Averaged almost 18 as a senior for Lyman. And we'll hope to have some production as a Wyoming Cowboy. She'll play for the University of Wyoming. Has signed a letter of intent to play there, I think, as a junior, and all intents to play for the Cowboys. Up to the right side and losing the dribble. Kendall Siemens a little too far on the sideline, dribbles it out of bounds. The North gives it away with 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Make sure to stay tuned. And if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, we'll finish up this broadcast. Look for the boys basketball video stream. Jake Hibbert and I will have the call on that one. Nice pass down inside. Ragsdale fouled, and Cammie will go to the line to shoot 2. That same look on our homepage at mylocalradio.com for the WCA All-Star boys basketball game coming up right after this girls game finishes up. Ragsdale misses on the front end of the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau free throws. A second one coming up. She was a 71% free throw shooter for Pine Bluffs her senior year. And the first one looked off. The second one was right on. 59-27. Quickly up ahead. Schmidt kicks it back outside. 3-point shot well short by Lexus Volker. And the rebound, Charity Harmon up ahead to Ogland. Jen Ogland all the way to the hoop. Great screen by Ragsdale. The shot missed, but Ragsdale was there for the rebound and the putback. No, that's not Ragsdale. That's Ellie Schmidt with her first field goal of the ball game. 61-27. South finding its groove again. Kendall Wright drives in, draws the foul, and will go to the line. Our broadcast this afternoon from the Sweet Erickson is also brought to you by Yeager's Auto Body. Yeager's Auto Body is a proud sponsor of high school athletics in both Wyoming and Utah. Owner Justin Yeager sees the value that athletics add to the student experience and wishes all Wyoming Coaches Foundation All-Stars good luck in today's games. That's Yeager's Auto Body at 360 West Flaming Gorge Way in Green River. Your choice for best-in-class auto body and collision repair. Wright misses the first. Was a 68% free throw shooter for Graybull and rattles the second one home. Has 8 points in the ball game. But the South still in dominant control. 3-point shot from the right wing. No, off the heel of the basket by Noel Peterson. Fight for the board, and there's the hustle we've seen all game long. Ellie Schmidt continuing to battle for the South. Inbound, Kaylin O'Neill gives to Wright. Kendall follows a screen all the way to the hoop. Up at the left hand, too strong. Peterson, the defensive rebound for the South. And with a 61-28 lead and halfway through the fourth quarter, the South fires a three. Harmon tries to save an air ball shot. Can't get it. Stepped on the baseline. North basketball. No? Yes. The South playing like maybe it was deflected and they would inbound, but it's Kendall Wright of the North to inbound. She goes to Siemens. Kendall and Kendall. Siemens is Kendall, and Wright is Kendall. Siemens with it to the top of the key. Volker tries to pass. It's deflected by Ragsdale. Abby goes coast to coast, and she's hit. Loses the ball. Nope. Just missed the shot, and it's North basketball. I said Abby. It's Cammie Ragsdale of Pine Bluffs. Kendall Wright looking to inbound and finds Siemens. Gives a ball fake and takes it up across the timeline. To her right, to the wing. Kendall backs it out. 4:20 left in the ball game, and a reach in on Charity Harmon. Pokes the ball away, but also draws the foul. 3 personals, or is that a 4th personal foul? That's a 4th or a 5th on Charity Harmon. That is a 4th. Well, this one, a South domination from start to finish. The South jumped out to a 5-0 lead and has never looked back. A 1-and-1 free throw opportunity for Siemens. She hits the first. That's her second free throw of the ball game. She missed front end of a 1-and-1 moments ago. Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau free throws. To learn more about the Raspberry Days Festival in Garden City, August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, visit bearlake.org. Siemens misses the second, and the South's Ellie Schmidt has the rebound. Up left side, Trosper for 3. It's a short, low-line drive and misses well short. Trying for the save is Alexis Volker, and she's on the baseline, so it goes right back to the South. 61-29, South on top big. Law about top to Ragsdale. Nope, to Audlin. She'll fire away and miss the 3. Peterson battling with Erickson for the rebound, and Kinley Erickson fouled by Noel Peterson. That'll send the North's Kinley Erickson to the line, and I think that's a 10th team foul, so that would be 2 Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau free throws. It is the double bonus. Kinley Erickson, a handful of rebounds, but hasn't scored yet today. We'll see what she can do here. Misses the front end off the back iron. Was a 51% free throw shooter for Tensleep this last season. Our game broadcast today is brought to you in part by Auto Farm Chevrolet of Evanston, Wyoming, at 624 Front Street in Evanston. They've got new service hours starting at 7:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday. That's Auto Farm Chevrolet, your community-driven dealership. Erickson misses both free throws. South has the ball, and foul. Nope, just a ball poked out of bounds. Olivia Smith will check in. Jennifer Odland, one of just 2 South players who haven't scored. She's only taken a couple of shots, and I've got her with 8 rebounds. South, Alexandria Trosper fires it inside. Ellie Schmidt starts right, turns left, and traveled. .347 left in the contest. Siemens up across the timeline. Starts left, goes back right, across the top to Volker. Lexus to Erickson. Ball poked away, and Trosper has it for the South. That's a 5th turnover of the quarter for this North squad. South gives it right back. That's a 5th turnover for the South. And a quick foul as Abby Erickson jumped back, or right down on top of the North player. I think it was Volker who had poked the ball away. That'll send Volker to the free throw line.
Foul was on Wagner. 2 shots for Volker.
Alexis Volker, 3A Newcastle, play at Dakota Westland for the Tigers in Mitchell, South Dakota. And she puts her team into the 30s with that first free throw. Second free throw good as well. Volker has 4 points, and it's a 30-point ball game. 61-31, South on top big. Trosper, top of the key, gives off to Erickson. Abby dribbles right and then gives to Smith. Olivia across the top left side. Schmidt to Trosper inside. Peterson, quick turnaround, can't get it to go. Rebound, strong board by O'Neal, but she has trouble getting rid of it. Lots of traffic, loses it out of bounds off the North. South will get it back. Wagner and Bradshaw check back in for the South. Meanwhile, the North with a full lineup change, 5 in, 5 out. The South with Trosper, Bradshaw, Wagner, Smith, and Erickson on the floor. Erickson kicks it out to Wagner. Long 2, rattles and pops out. Smith fighting for the offensive rebound. Carly Flanagan there fighting for it as well, and the possession arrow goes to the North. Hutton along with Schmidt, Gear, Flanagan, and O'Neal on the floor for the North. Gear beats the defensive pressure to the free throw line, pulls up, and it's halfway down and it slides out. Olivia Smith with the rebound for the South, has a trouble getting it to a teammate. It's out of bounds to the North. 2:33 left to go in the contest, and it's been a lopsided affair. The South, a 19-3 lead at the end of the first quarter, and has just continued to cruise from there. The South team has been dominant today. Step through, Bradshaw with excellent defense, gets the rebound on the miss, and then another block, her 3rd of the game. After she rebounded, gave it away, got it back on the block, up ahead to Olivia Smith for the layup. 63-31, a 32-point lead for the South. Splitting the defense. Gear into the lane, double dribbled, put up the shot, but she traveled first. Biggest lead for the South today has been 34 points. They're at 32 currently with under 2 minutes to go. Miranda Wagner across the timeline against some full court pressure. South in the gold, attacking left to right. Make sure to tune in for the boys basketball broadcast coming up next on mylocalradio.com. Jake Hibbard will have that from the start, and I'll join him as soon as I can. Abby Erickson drives the Cheyenne East product, misses the layup with the right hand, but she's fouled, and Erickson has a chance to get on the board. Flanagan with the foul, her 2nd personal. Their Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau free throws, and Erickson's on the board, swishing the first one through. Broadcast is also brought to you by Yeager's Auto Body, your choice for best-in-class auto body and collision. For nearly 45 years, Yeager's Auto Body in Green River has been among the most trusted shops in Southwest Wyoming and beyond. There's a reason why the biggest auto dealers in the area trust their vehicles to Yeager's Auto Body. Give them a call at 307-875-2448 or go see them at 360 West Flaming Gorge Way in Green River. So Erickson hit both free throws. A three-point shot rattles home for the North. Abby Gear knocks it down. Her second triple of the game. Makes it 65-34. The South had been back out to tie its biggest lead of the game at 34 before that three-pointer by Gear. Allison Hutton picks up a foul with 1:22 left to go. And Abby Erickson back to the line, a 63% free throw shooter in her senior year at Cheyenne East. She was part of Cheyenne East. They had a great run of, a state championship in 2017. And then they lost to Campbell County in the championship game of 2018. And then lost this past March in the championship game against Thunder Basin. But Erickson, a big part of that. She hits both free throws to make it 67-34. Erickson with some good free throw shooting down the stretch, 4 for 4. Up off the right glass, no. McKinley Bradshaw the rebound. Abby Erickson with it, free throw line, kicks it out left side. Nice little move. Ragsdale pulls up short. Offensive board and a stuff. Wagner was there, missed it though. Bradshaw pulled in the rebound, missed her putback, and the North has it with under a minute to go. Up ahead, across the lane, wide open, missing short. Bradshaw rips the rebound away from Sydney Schmidt. Bradshaw still with it, rips it away from another player. Up ahead to Erickson. Abby has it stripped away to the South bench with 41.1 seconds to go. Everybody on the South roster has scored, I believe, except for Jennifer Odland. She checks back in. And we'll see if the South is going to try to get her a basket. Bradshaw throws it in and throws it away, but gets it back. Then drops it back, tries the no-look pass, and just gave it away to Sydney Schmidt. Bradshaw says, my bad. She thought Alexandria Trosper was right there behind her and just looped it over her head to the North. 67-34. South leads by 33. Bradshaw finished for the day. I've got her at 12 points, 3 blocks, and 15 rebounds. Inbound, North has it, pushing up court, Lexus Volker. Across the lane, nice pass, and the finish on the left side to Abby Gear. The pass through traffic, got past everybody on the South, and switched spots on the court for an easy layup. Ragsdale loses the dribble. North picks it up. Erickson stops, or Madison Miller rather, stops and then elevates and hits the shot. 67-38, up ahead to Odland, 1-0, shoots at the buzzer. A whistle for the foul or a whistle for the end of the game. Odland trying to get some points on the board. I think they say that will do it. A final score, South with the victory, 67-38 on the MyLocalRadio.com scoreboard. Stay tuned, we got a post-game show coming up. We'll interview one player from the South when we return from the Sweet Erickson and Thunderbird Gymnasium.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
With a fresh salad bar featuring many different types of salads, soup, and a baked potato bar, there's something for everyone at the Legal Tender restaurant inside the Best Western Dunmar Inn in Evanston, Wyoming. The Legal Tender got its name from owner Jack Dub Mills, a retired FBI agent. Dub interviewed many notorious gangsters like Benjamin Bugsy Siegel. The restaurant is full of original photography and history you won't find anywhere else. Come in today, the Legal Tender Restaurant, 1601 Harrison Drive, Evanston, Wyoming. The first school in Evanston opened in 1870 with 8 students. Since the very beginning, excellence in education has been the goal. Dedicated teachers and staff, board members, and community members have focused on student learning. The Uintah County School District No. 1 has graduated many young men and women who have gone on to be successful, productive citizens, parents, and leaders around the world. Our heritage continues today. Uintah County School District No. 1, Pathway to Excellence. Welcome back post-game of the Wyoming Coaches Association All-Star Game. The South, with a dominant win, jumped out to a 5-0 lead, led 19-3 at the end of the first quarter, and never looked back. The South led by as much as 34 points a couple of different times in the fourth quarter, and it finished off a 67-38 win. The South, the North won last year. The South won the year before that, so it continues to go back and forth. Let me run down some stats for you here real quickly. We've got, I believe, McKinley Bradshaw coming up to join us for a post-game interview. She had a great game, 12 points, 15 boards, 3 blocks, and a few steals. Every player on the South scored except for Jennifer Odland, and she had, I think, 8 rebounds, according to my stats. Unofficial stats, of course. But just everybody else scored. In fact, 4 players in double figures for the South squad. Bradshaw and Trosper led the way with 12 points apiece. Charity Harmon, Miranda Wagner had 10 each. 6 points from Cammie Ragsdale, 7 for Olivia Smith. She hit 2 threes in the ball game. And then Ellie Schmidt and Abby Erickson, along with Noelle Peterson, had 4 points apiece. The South goes 15 of 20 from the free throw line, and that was a big contrast. Now, that didn't make the difference, but it made a difference in today's game. A big contrast in free throw shooting. I mentioned the South going 15 of 20. The North, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The North shot just 10 of 25 from the free throw line in the ball game. So you're looking at a difference of 67% for the South versus what's 10 of 25. That's like 40% or so for the South, for the North, struggling from the free throw line and from just about everywhere else on the floor. Make sure to stay tuned. We've got a post-game interview coming up in just a bit. We'll give you some more stats and a little bit more highlights, plus look ahead at the boys matchup here in a second. Let me run down some of the top scorers for the North for you. It was Kendall Wright with 8 points. Sydney Schmidt had 3. Abby Gear finished as the leading scorer for the North with 11. Kaylin O'Neill did not score for the North. Allison Hutton had 6. Lexus Volker finished with 4. And Madison Miller had 4 as well. Kendall Siemens, 1 free throw. Kinley Erickson didn't score, and Carly Flanagan had 3. Now, these stats, again, are unofficial stats I kept as we went along, and I think we're pretty darn close on those. But, again, leading the way was Abby Gear, who had 11 points for the North. 4 different players for the South in double figures, 12 points apiece for Alexandria Trosper and McKinley Bradshaw, and then Charity Harmon and Miranda Wagner with 10 apiece. Stay tuned. More of the postgame when we return.
Today's students are Wyoming's greatest natural resource. Local school boards work hard to make sure that Wyoming schools meet the needs of our students. Wyoming School Boards Association is the official voice of local school board members. We believe that our students are the promise of Wyoming's strong future. Working together, we educate, support, and inspire school board members to strengthen public education for all Wyoming students.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper. Post game at the Sweet Erickson Thunderbird Gymnasium at Casper College. Ryan Steinekert here as the South just wrapped up a dominant 67-38 victory over the North in the girls basketball game. The boys game coming up. Also coming up in our post-game show, we'll chat with the South squad's McKinley Bradshaw, who will go on and play college ball at the University of Wyoming and be a Cowboy. The North had won last year in a lopsided game, 80-49. The South wins this year in a lopsided 67-38 game. I had added some stats up wrong. The North's Abby Gear had 9 points. She led the way for the North. Nobody in double figures. And again, for the South, 4 different players in double figures. They spread the ball around well. Hit shots from outside. Charity Harmon had 2 threes. Miranda Wagner had 2 threes. Alexandria Trosper hit a triple. Cammie Ragsdale hit one from deep, as did Olivia Smith. And the South just had things going a lot better than the North did, as Harmon and Wagner both scored 10, Trosper and Bradshaw both scored 12, and 4 players finished in double figures. Make sure to stay tuned and check out, we've got the Wyoming Coaches Association boys basketball game coming up shortly on mylocalradio.com. That's a separate stream, so you can look for that on mylocalradio.com. Stay tuned for another moment. We'll have McKinley Bradshaw join us on the postgame show right after this on a mylocalradio.com presentation of Wyoming Coaches Association All-Star Weekend from Casper.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
In addition to local information and the best live coverage of local sports, you can stream music 24/7 at mylocalradio.com. Log on and choose the music you like best. Classic or modern country, indie, adult contemporary, or classic rock. Stream it live through your computer or cell phone. Listen to the music you want and don't miss the information you need. Like us on Facebook and visit mylocalradio.com today. The South dominant today, 67-38, the final score in the girls' game. The South with the victory. And joining us here in a moment, I believe, on the post-game show will be Charity Harmon of Mountain View. Yeah, just have a seat. Here, put these on. All right, Charity, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, move that mic just right there in front of your mouth. Okay. How you doing?
Good.
Good
well,
game.
This is weird.
What? This is weird, huh? Well, you can hear yourself a little bit? This is different. Who's the little guy you got with you?
This is Carter. He's my nephew.
Carter, what's up, my man? How about Knuckles?
I live far away.
You what?
He lives far away.
Oh, you live far away? Do you live in the Bridger Valley?
No. He lives in Utah.
In Utah. Mm-hmm. Cool.
Came to watch me play basketball, huh?
How did your cousin? What did you say? A nephew?
Aunt.
Oh, how did your aunt do today? What do you think, man? Did you get to
watch me play basketball?
Yeah, I stayed at a hotel all night.
All right, Charity, how did you feel about the way you played today?
It was fun.
You had a good time?
Yeah.
Were you? So tell me about your senior season a little bit for Mountain View. 12 points a game for you, and how the team did.
Yeah, so our team did really well. At first, I did really well in the tournaments, and then I kind of started struggling a little bit. I wasn't consistent.
Okay.
So I worked on that a little bit, and once I got to regionals and state, they started following my threes and stuff. And it was really fun, and our team, it was fun. Our team's awesome. One sec, okay?
Okay.
Our team played really well.
Yeah.
And I'm really close to all the seniors that just graduated, so it was really fun. There's 5 of us that just graduated.
Nice. A couple of things you mentioned. One, your threes started to fall. It fell today, especially that one at the end of the first quarter. What were you thinking when you launched that?
Sometimes I just throw up threes without thinking about it just because I've played basketball so much.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, uh-oh, shouldn't have shot that. And then when it goes in, I'm like, whoa, sweet. That's what I was thinking.
You mentioned being close with your teammates from Mountain View.
Yeah.
Now I don't know, you probably didn't get real close with like McKinley Bradshaw, Olivia Smith, and the other Lyman Eagles until maybe this week. Or how was that playing? I mean, you had played against those girls, 3 or 4 times in the regular season, and now playing with them for this All-Star week. How was that?
Yeah, so I actually am pretty good friends with them. I have been before this week, but I've never actually played basketball with them like I did until now. And that was a blast. Like, it's one thing playing against people and then going and playing with them.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
What's up next for you? What's in the future?
So this fall, I'm going to be taking classes through BYU Salt Lake Center and working. And after the first year, I'm hopefully going to be going to BYU Provo.
Nice. You led the beatbox thing before the game. Can you do any of that for us right now?
Sure.
I'm totally clueless, so I'm just going to sit back and let's hear you.
Okay.
From Sheridan, number 15, Tristan Bauer. For Newcastle, number 21, Kate.
There it is. Very cool. Charity Harmon, thanks for coming up to chat.
Yeah,
in
thank
the
you.
post game. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks.
Good luck in the
Want to
future.
say anything, Carter?
Carter, what do you
Say
got?
bye? No.
Wanna say adios?
From Riverton, number 25, Trayton Patterson.
All right, Carter. Thanks, man. Thanks, Charity. That's Charity Harmon, a Mountain View graduate heading on to BYU Salt Lake campus and the Beatbox Especial. South wins 67-38. That'll wrap up our broadcast of this girls basketball game. For all the folks back in Evanston helping out with today's broadcast, Preston Bush. For our camera operator here today, Stephanie. For Jake Hibbard, for Kate Bollender, and all the folks helping out with our broadcast. Thanks so much. Congratulations to the South 67-38 victory. Until next time, I'm Ryan Steinekert.
Thank you for tuning in to this MyLocalRadio.com exclusive of the WCF All-Star Girls Basketball Contest. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holder. To continue watching the WCF All-Star Weekend, go back to the MyLocalRadio.com homepage and click on the link to the boys basketball game, which will begin shortly.